power of big data analytics. Let's look at the plan. So we will start with a brief introduction. What actually is big data and what we mean by the term analytics. Then we will discuss methods and techniques used in big data analytics and discuss how actually these techniques can be useful in different areas. And we will finish with some examples. So big data is a collection of data that is huge in volume, yet growing exponentially with time. It is data so large in size and so complex that actually none of the traditional data management tools can store or can process it efficiently. But size is not the only characteristic of big data. As it was said already today, usually big data is described by several V's. Let's look at the rule of 4V. We have volume. So size of the data plays a very crucial role in determining value of the data. Also, whether a particular data can be actually considered as big data or not is dependent on the value of data. Then we have variety. It's the next important aspect. Variety refers to heterogeneous sources and the nature of data. Data can be both structured or unstructured. Nowadays, when we're talking about big data, we consider data in the form of emails, we have pictures, videos, etc., etc. And of course, this variety of unstructured data poses certain issues for storage, for mining, and for analyzing data. The term velocity refers to speed of generation of data. So how fast the data is generated and processed to meet the demands. This determines the real potential in the data. Big data velocity deals with the speed at which data flows in from sources like business process, application logs, networks, etc. Variability, this characteristic actually refers to the inconsistency which can be shown by the data at times, thus hampering the process of being able to handle and manage the data effectively. So, saying all this, we can make a great example of big data. For example, it's a trade market. Let's say New York Stock Exchange. It generates 1 terabyte of data per day. All kinds of social media actually can be example of big data. And the statistics shows that actually Facebook website alone generates 500 terabytes of new data daily. Talking about jet engines, a single jet engine can generate more than 10 terabytes of data in only 30 minutes of flight time. And now imagine how many data it is when we're talking about thousands of flights every day. And of course, with this amount of mostly unstructured data, you need special technologies and you need special processes to gain insights into area you're working in. So this is exactly what big data analytics are about. So we use complex process of examining big data to uncover information such as hidden patterns, correlations, and trends. It is the process of giving meaning to the collected data. Let's have a look how big data analytics actually work. First, the data is collected from a variety of different sources. So depending on the organization, this can include survey responses, internet clickstream data, we can have web server logs, social media content, and even data from sensors when we're talking about Internet of Things. So after collecting this data and storing it in a warehouse, it should be processed and cleansed. What do we mean here? So the data should be organized, configured, and partitioned for analytical queries. Errors, inconsistencies like duplications, formatting mistakes, all this should be handled during this step. And only after we're ready to perform some analytics. Depending on the goal, an organization can segment the process into 3 levels. We have descriptive analytics. This type of analytics actually answers the question, what happened? So we can actually look what happened in the past, try to explain it. Here we use the majority of the technique is used is actually statistics, and it is commonly displayed with a report or a dashboard. Another type, then the next level we have is predictive analytics. This type answers the question, what will happen? It uncovers likely scenarios to help plan ahead. So basically, we're trying to predict the future. We're trying to plan ahead our steps. Predictive capabilities such as forecasting and simulation provides advanced insights that organizations can use to make more informed decisions. And the third level is actually prescriptive analytics. Here, the question that will be answered is, what should we actually do? So these analytics uncover what will likely happen and recommend various courses of actions along with the potential implication for each. So basically, all these 3 types of data analytics build on one another with capabilities that help provide an understanding for an event, uncover relationships and in data, and develop what-if scenarios to simplify business decisions. During this advanced analytics step, we may use different tools and techniques. There are actually many. Let's have a look on the main ones. We have data mining, which is a common tool that is used in big data analytics. Data mining extracts patterns from large data sets by combining methods from statistics, from machine learning within database management. Then we have machine learning as a standalone technique. It works with computer algorithms to produce assumptions based on data. So it provides predictions that would be impossible for a human analyst. Another very nice technique that can be used is natural language processing, NLP. It is also known as a subspecialty of computer science, artificial intelligence, and linguistics. This tool uses algorithms to analyze human natural language. We have also techniques of business intelligence software. So those methodologies, they allow to remain agile and quickly apply analytical scenarios. And we use data visualization tools to actually have a graphical representation. For example, if we want to have a proof of our predictions or hypothesis we're making, and to provide also dashboards for our reports. So the data collection is now constant in every industry, in every area that you can imagine. So, for example, in healthcare, data is collected from health records, from medical imaging, from genomic sequences and medical devices. And the insights that are gained from these data are helping to predict emerging health problems early. In banking, big data analytics can be useful, can be also useful. For example, financial institutions, they gather and access analytical insights to help detect fraud behavior early and allows banks to make informed financial decisions. If talking about manufacturing, data analytics here can help detect machine failure before they actually happen and give a company a competitive edge to optimize operations. And of course, this list of examples, it can go on and on. We can add here also retail. We can talk about government, life sciences. All these areas can benefit from big data analytics. So let's take a look at some real life business examples. So we have the first example is about the Marriott hotels. Marriott Hotel is actually one of the biggest chains in the world. They are one of the leaders in the industry, and of course, they're using big data to in their business, and they generate more revenue and gain more loyal customers. So let's see what techniques they're using, what tactics they're using. So one of the tactics is dynamic pricing. So the price per room changes according to local and global economic situation, according to weather, availability, and reservation behavior. And this tactic resulted them with a 5% revenue increase per room. What's more, to create a better customer experience, they implemented Amazon Echoes, so they're using Alexa system. They implemented them into their rooms. So what this led to, that they're allowing guests to make Alexa, the Alexa system, handle everything that was previously handled by the reception staff. And now Marriott, they have all the information they want about the guests' preferences, about their needs, and about the potential concerns. Basically, a good method of data collection and using it for your benefit. Another real life example is about the Starbucks company. Starbucks is a global brand with a famous logo and the infamous activity of writing wrong names of their customers on the coffee cups. So Starbucks, they're also using big data to create a better customer experience. And of course, better customer experience leads to the increase of their revenue. So how do they collect data? They provide their customers with Starbucks rewards programs, and also they use mobile apps to learn about the buying habits of each of their customers. So Starbucks is using this data. So they collected this data, and then they're using it to recommend products to their loyal customers. They use this information to create better marketing campaigns, to create new menus, and even to decide where to open their new store. So they also send out personalized emails with offers to customers who haven't visited the store in a while. So like this, so they send some emails, some messages, and they try to re-engage those customers by sending them, for example, some discounts. So their tactics with big data gave them some really good results. So now they're having 18.9 million of active Starbucks reward members. So basically now they're having always constant data collection from their customers. And also the app, the Starbucks app, is bringing quite a good percentage of sale. So let's take a look how actually like this part, this tactic maybe could be done, and how it can be helpful in this situation. So let's say that we are working now for Starbucks. We performed some surveys and we collected information about our clients. So let's take a look at this part of the data set. For each customer, we have a score of satisfaction and we have a score of loyalty. Satisfaction was self-reported, so clients answered the question how they're actually happy with the product we're offering. It's coffee in this case. Loyalty was measured through the purchases per year, additionally to some other factors. So let's say that the goal here, so we're looking at this data set, and our goal is to identify the customers that are likely to leave our company and go drink coffee elsewhere. So we would like to identify those customers, we would like to retain them and use some marketing approach. Let's say we will send them a message offering a really good discount on their next purchase. So how this actually can be done using analytics techniques. So let's say that we took a partition of our data, we took a batch of the data set, and we performed a technique that actually can be useful here, that is called clustering. So we perform clustering on those data points, on those observations. Clustering is actually one of the machine learning algorithms. As you remember, machine learning is one of the techniques of the big data analytics. So we performed clustering on this data set, and this is the visualization, the graph that we got in the result. So as you can see, our customers are now divided into several groups. So you can see that all those data points, they have all those groups, they have different colors. So basically points of the same color, they're all in one group, in one cluster. Let's see what we actually got. Let's name those clusters. So we have customers who actually are not really satisfied with the product. So they have low satisfaction and low loyalty. This is the group that we called alienated. We have clients who are not really happy with the product, but they like our brand and they would like to come back. We call this group supporters. And we have group of customers who are satisfied with the product and they are loyal to our brand. We call them fans. Basically, those are our fans, our core customers. And we have people who are predominantly satisfied, but they also can be loyal. No, some of them are loyal, some of them not really. We call this group roamers. So looking at this result, I have actually a question to you, dear future scientists and dear future business leaders. How do you think which group of customers is likely to churn? Which group of customers is likely to leave the company and go drink coffee with our competitors? So, to which group we're actually sending the message, offering a great discount? If you have any ideas, you can actually write it in the chat. Oops. I see an answer of supporters. Does anyone have any other ideas? Let me share the screen again, show you the to the supporters. Basically, there is it may be a good also answer, but in this case, the group of people who actually are group of people who is likely to leave, so to churn, as it is called, the group is called alienated. So they have low loyalty and they have low satisfaction. To this group of people, we can actually try to make a marketing move, try to send them a message and to maybe re-engage them to our company. But having seen your answers, more focus, yes, I can see an answer that is giving that more focus should be given to alienated and roamers. Yes, so this is also a good answer and a good idea. So as analysts, we should make a report where we describe each of these clusters, of these groups that we are seeing here. We should say that yes, this group of people actually it concerns us, because those people, they are more likely to leave. And as you know, when customers are leaving the company, they're not coming back. The competition is very high. So we're trying to focus on this group. So we make this report and we pass it to our marketing team in our, as we say, we're working for Starbucks, for our Starbucks marketing team. And they will already, looking at this report, they will make a business decision. So basically, this is a small example that I wanted to show you how actually we can, how actually a hands-on can look in big data analytics. Great job for everyone who actually participated. So, in conclusion, I would like to say that the future of any business and any organization will be determined by their use of data. It is not just about collecting the data, but also using analytical techniques and tools to get useful information from the data for decision making and gaining a competitive advantage. Here is the list of, here is the list of references if you would like to read the information from today in their sources. And this is all for me. Thank you so much for your attention. If you have any questions, I am here and I am ready to answer them. If you have any further questions, even after the conference call today, feel free to contact me via email you see on the slide. Thank you so much.